everyone, it's a crowded street from Animal Jam World, the blog, and today we're going to be making a video on how to take care of your pets on Animal Jam. When you first get your pet, in this case it's Fab Happy Mush, my friend played by Sim.
Hi.
She's going to be the cat/dog or any other pet in this video. So, when you first get your pet, you're going to want to seem friendly and take it to where it's going to sleep, first of all, because your pet's going to need to stay somewhere. It could be outside. No, not there. Come. Stop. Yeah. Say something like that, and then you shall lead your pet. You can give it a house tour if you want, but they really can explore anytime you're not home. Just take it to where it's supposed to stay. Now, for living arrangements, pets usually don't really need an actual bed or sofa. You could just put down fluffy rugs and pillows and make it seem very homely. Yeah, this would be a very nice place for your pet to stay. You could also add some toys or plushies in if you want to make it seem more homely. I just realized it looks like my panda standing on the cloud. It looks so adorable. Alright, now that your pet is all welcomed into your home and has a place to sleep, it needs to eat. For food, you could just be you could just say gives dog food. Oh, cat food. I mean cat food. And your pet will usually respond welcomingly. Like that. Water. Don't forget water. Just feed it regularly, like an actual pet. If you want, you could add little pet bowls, but it's not really necessary. You just need to say it, and usually a pet will tell you if they're hungry or not. Okay, now that your pet has eaten and is fully rested, you can either just pretend it's nighttime and leave it to rest some more, or you can play with it. Now on to exercise. Your pet will want to play different things depending on what animal it is, like cats. Fab, explain the cat. Fab?
What?
Explain the cat.
The cat doesn't really do anything.
Exactly. Yeah, cats, really, if you have a cat, sometimes it does stuff, but most of the time you'll find it doesn't really do much. You could just leave it alone and adopt more cats or whatever, or you could just give it some yarn and watch it entertain itself all day. I gave you yarn already. There we go. Alright. For dogs, it's usually better, but we'll get to that later. You don't really need to walk your cat. They'll mostly just want to scratch everything in sight and maybe cuddle sometimes. It's more of an independent creature, according to Sim. Yeah. Now, another important thing is, that can mean both things. Two things. Paws at you. It's either a sign of love if it's a playful paw, or it can mean they really, really don't like you and want to scratch at you. Literally. Pet gates are another thing. See this gate right here? See this fence? Sometimes, it depends who you're role-playing with, but, more experienced pet will understand that it's a gate, and they'll often try and scratch at it if they want to get out. Like this. Yeah, like that. Or they will just scratch at the door. Sorry for the delay in typing. Or they'll usually, if they're not really experienced, just straight up ignore the gate and run outside. Yeah. You'll want to tell your pet that it's an actual gate if you want it contained. I would suggest, you can't just say opens. Or you can also, actually turn it and make it look like it's open. But if you want your pet to be contained, if you have a really busy home or if you have too many unrowdy people in your house, you'll mainly want to put a gate up. Now, this might not always... Oh, really, Fab? Really, you're going there? Really? Yeah, sometimes they'll say things like jumps over or breaks gate. You might want to get into gate specifics at that time, but that's for individual role-playing. Now, this is only for a cat. Dogs kind of require a little bit more care. We'll get to that. Dogs are a different story. Now, when you first introduce it, do the same thing as a cat. Just tell it to follow, and it will usually come to wherever you keep your pets. You can keep it in the same environment as your cat. You don't really need to change anything too much. Same thing, pillows, fluff, toys, plushies, panda standing on a cloud right there. Yeah. Food, it's also the same thing. You can just say gives dog food. And water. It will usually react the same way. Sometimes they get into specifics like steak or hamburger. Yeah. They usually like that stuff. Exercise is also different. You need to pay a lot more attention to your dogs because they'll want to do more activities. Like some activities include fetch, walking your dog, or just simply playing with it. Now we're gonna show you how fetch works. Okay, let's go. Okay, now when you were playing fetch, you basically want to say the same exact things over and over again. This repost chat for dialogue is really helpful. Okay, here's basically what you do. First, you want to say he throws ball. Then your pet will usually run over, fetch the ball, and then bring it back to you. Exactly. Then you can pet it and give it treats. And usually you want to ask if they want to play again. Sam! Alright, now this chat is useful because if they do say they want to play again, just say the same thing. Okay, let's go. Throws ball. When they get it, you pet it, give it treats, and just ask if they want to play again. Same old story. Now, walking your dog is a little different as well. You're going to want to You're going to want to change locations to walk it, or if you have a big den, you can walk it just around there, but pets usually want to go outside and play around. Here's some warnings. Temple of Zeos, it's nice, but it's kind of, a little bit too ruinsy. Township might be a little too crowded. Kimbara, a little bit dry. Coral Canyons, it's a little bit messy, especially around that cliff. You don't want your pet falling off. The beach is usually another place, not normally to walk your dogs, but for allowing them or your kids to just play around there. Underwater, unless you have an underwater pet, I don't think that would fit very well. Two most popular places would be Apondale and the Serapia Forest. The forest because, well, it's a forest and dogs walk in forest. It's also really nice. The surroundings are fun. There's a slide. Now, a warning for Apondale. There is a mud pit there, so you might want to watch that. Your dogs, more than likely, will immediately jump in and create a huge mess.
And drown.
Yeah.
Drown in mud.
Drown in mud, yes. Let's go to the forest. You might want to put your dog on a leash first. Just like puts leash on. Oop, sorry about that. Anyway, and then you can just be like walks. Don't know what all the ads are about. Normally you can just go down the route of the slide and just walk it around. Stopping every so often to let your dog explore. Then you normally just do a little round, and who's trading you, Sim?
I don't know.
Alright, just do a normal round, just like walk, walk, walk. Ignore all the role play that's going on here for clans or stuff. Tell them to be careful on the steps. You don't want them to trip. And yeah, normally your pets wouldn't make use of the surroundings at all whatsoever. Like, they'll ignore the butterflies and the puppies. But if they do interact with it, just try and go for it. Go with it. Okay, and finally, when your walk is over, just be like, okay, let's go home. And then back home you go. Make sure your dog goes ahead of you. You don't want to lose it. And pet gates are the same thing. You gate your pet so they don't run away. Dogs will more than likely break your gate or jump over it. Just saying. It's a fair warning. Now those are the 2 most common pets. If you have any other pets, just see which one they relate to the most, and usually that's what you go with. If you have any other ideas on how to take care of your pets, be sure to comment them below. Also, if you have any other video suggestions whatsoever, please comment them below too. Also, don't forget to check out the main blog run by the awesome AntAnimal. Link is below, www.animaljamworld.com. We will see you later. And like for cats. And dogs. And dogs. Don't forget the dogs. Alright, we'll see y'all later. Bye.